Productivity is a word thrown around by many, but truly understood by a few. And perhaps the reason why you are not completing your tasks or doing well in your exams is because you have the wrong idea of what it means to be truly productive. But don't worry, we are going to change that in today's video. Productivity is defined as the state or quality of being productive, i.e. the effectiveness of productive work. So essentially, it's about getting the most out of the work you put in, meaning that it's not about working for hours on end, but instead completing tasks in a timely manner with a high level of output. Many students think they are being productive by sitting down and reading their textbooks for 6 hours a day, but that is not the case at all. Productivity is not about the quantity of your work, but its quality. So if you feel like you are working really hard, but you are not getting good grades, this might be because the quality of your work is low, and hence you are actually unproductive. You are not being effective or efficient in the way you study. But don't worry, because this can all be adapted and changed so that you are actually productive. It can be difficult to understand what productivity is simply by its definition. So let's go through some scenarios and study tips to help you better understand how to be truly productive. As a student, you have probably found that when you study without a study plan, you are more unproductive than when you have a clear study plan. This is because generally not having a study plan means you do not have a concrete idea of what you will be studying and when you'll be studying it. And without this, it can be very hard to keep on top of all of your tasks. Besides this, if you do not have a plan and do not know what to study when you go to start a study session, you are much more likely to procrastinate and waste time trying to figure out what topics to go through. And this time wasting and procrastination makes you unproductive. Creating a study plan is absolutely essential to ensure you stay on top of your tasks and use your time wisely. There are a few steps you can follow to ensure that your study plan is a good one. Step 1 is to figure out how much free time you have on weekends and weekdays. Step 2 is to make a list of all the tasks you need to complete. And for each task, work out roughly how long it will take. Also, give each task a priority number based on its urgency and importance. Step number 3 is to allocate your tasks to different days in the week. And when doing this, ensure that all top priority tasks are allocated first. This will help you make the most out of your study sessions and ensure that you are not wasting your time on less critical tasks. If your plan is unrealistic and you overflow your day with too many tasks, you are not going to complete all of these, which will only leave you feeling unmotivated and unproductive. Step number 4 is to leave a few catch-up boxes throughout the week. These are 1 to 3 hour blocks of time throughout the week that you leave blank that you can use to complete any tasks you didn't complete throughout the week. This way you still have time and availability to complete these tasks, but you will not be going into the allocated time for the other tasks. Taking breaks is crucial to achieve true productivity. We all have different work intervals. Some of us will work better in 3 to 4 hour intervals, whereas others will work better in 15 to 20 minutes intervals. Whatever works best for you, ensure that you schedule breaks in between these intervals to give yourself time to refresh and rejuvenate. If you find yourself getting bored, demotivated, or tired, the most productive thing you can do is take a break. In fact, research has found that taking breaks can be very beneficial for you and your work. Micro breaks, lunchtime breaks, and longer breaks have all been shown to have a positive correlation with your well-being, productivity, and they even boost your performance. Studies have shown that taking breaks can prevent or reduce your stress, help to maintain your performance throughout the day, and reduce the need for a longer recovery period at the end of the day. In contrast, if you keep working and don't even stop for a 5-minute break, you are likely to produce a lower quality of work because you simply cannot continue to work at the capacity that you need to achieve that high level quality of work. And there are so many things you can do during these breaks. For example, you can grab a snack, go for a short walk, or even go on your phone for a few minutes. And taking breaks also means getting enough sleep. You need to make sure you get enough sleep before and after a study session to make sure you are in the best position possible to learn and retain new information. Check out this video if you want to know more about the link between studying and sleeping and why top students are never tired. Putting away distractions might seem like a quite straightforward and simple tip, but it is something that is often overlooked by many students. We all know we should should remove distractions when going to study, but we never do. And these distractions can lead to procrastination, which subsequently leads to unproductivity. Did you know that the average iPhone user unlocks their phone 80 times a day? Now let's just imagine that every time you open your phone, you are on it for 5 minutes. This accumulates to 400 minutes, which is 6 hours and 40 minutes spent on your phone every single day. And just imagine how much more productive you could be if this time was spent doing other things like studying. Now, of course, going on your phone is not a bad thing, and like I said, you can even use it during your breaks. However, removing distractions like your phone during study sessions can help you be a lot more efficient and effective, and therefore a lot more productive. It is important that when it comes to a study session, you are genuinely studying, and then when it's time to take a break or your study session is over, you can use your phone. Many students study for hours on end every single day, but still cannot recall this information when it comes to their exams. This is because they are not reviewing the information they have just learned. And essentially, this means that their study sessions are not productive. This is because the information they learn during their study sessions is not retained by the time their exams come around. Why this happens can be explained by the forgetting curve. The forgetting curve explains that information is forgotten over time if it is not reviewed or reinforced. Memory retention decreases rapidly within the first few days of learning new information, but regular reviews slows down this decline. And this is why active recall is so important. In fact, active recall is widely regarded in most scientific research as the study technique that improves exam performance the most. Active recall is helpful because it strengthens the connections in your brain that helps you remember things. By recalling information and going over it, you are making these connections stronger and therefore making it easier for you to remember this information in the future. You can implement active recall in many different ways into your study routine. For example, you can make flashcards and questions on a specific topic and go through them every 2 weeks. Or you could go through pre-made questions or even make mind maps. The important thing is to test yourself regularly where you have to remember new information you have learned. Implementing these study tips into your study routine can genuinely help change the narrative of your academic performance and help you achieve true productivity. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in a new video next time. Bye!